Yeah. Headphone? You can't hear me? Oh, okay. Hold on. No, that ain't gonna work. I don't know where my headphones at right now. Let me see. Why that ain't work? Can you hear me? You still hear the music?
All right, what up? Welcome back. Going to fifth episode of the Chitlin Circuit. If you are viewing this, thank you for joining in on this live feed. I got myself and my brother, Mike Bazell. Thank you, bro, for joining in again.
Yes, sir.
So, I'm trying my best to stop saying so many this time around. Right, said it right back again. So yeah, if you're listening in, so we got we got a couple topics for y'all today. As you know, Insecure season 4 started back up again, and I kind of wanted to kick things off because that's one of my favorite shows. I really appreciate all the work that Issa Rae is putting in. I love her writing. I love her team. Actually, she got a bomb team that's out there doing a thing, and it's even better because they all. I mean, most of her people are black that she working with, and she instilling people into filming and everything like that. So I really appreciate it. Before we begin, Mike, so you familiar with Insecure, right?
Yes, I've been a fan since day one. I love East. Like she's real with it. I feel like she speaks for a lot of women in America.
Okay. I feel you on that. So I'm hearing we getting some feedback. Is the feedback on? So make sure y'all let me know. Let me know how the audio sound if it's good. Let me get that a second. Oh, Mike, yeah. It's my feedback.
It's mine.
Yeah.
What about now?
Charlotte, how about now? I know we a little bit behind on the lag, so give it a second.
What she said? Yeah, that is good.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm thinking that is good. I got the head, everything going through the headphones now.
I just turn mine down a little bit just in case. All right, cool, man. So I just want to go ahead and get into it. So let's go ahead and start off. We're going to start off with Insecure because obviously that's what's popping right now, and it's going to be popping for the next, until we get out of this coronavirus issue. So
Oh my, yeah. How about now? Get it together.
you good now, Mike? All right, cool.
I'm good. Yeah, she said we good.
Yeah, you might want to come up here. All right, so we good. All right, man. So look, if you're looking at this picture right here, this is the first episode of season 4 on Insecure, and I can't remember this chick name. Can you remember her name right now, Mike? Or I don't even know if you can see what I'm seeing.
Nah, I can see it. I don't know her name, but she's dating Lawrence.
Right, right. Yeah, the Issa Rae pic. I'm using this picture to you know show those who haven't seen it who we talking about.
Yeah.
You got me, Charlene?
The Issa Rae photo is still in the
Oh, Condola.
picture.
Right. Okay. Cool. Perfect. Yeah, that's right. I'm using this picture. So yeah, that's Condola, right? So I
Yeah.
brought up Condola because one of the topics on today's episode is going to be about uh, why women cheat or why we think women cheat. Obviously, we can't really answer for them because you know you can't really answer for them because we're not women. Sorry, getting text messages. But anyway, so Condola over she dating. If those who aren't familiar with the show, Condola is now dating Lawrence. I don't know how deep they is into their relationship. Oh, now they chickening out. I got you. Anyway, Condola is dating Lawrence in this awkward situation because Issa, that's her ex, and they was definitely in a long relationship for like a couple years. And so I brought that up because it kind of plays into the whole point of Issa's the way she move or the way she react to things that make her do certain things. So just real quick, just you guys keep in mind that this is an issue, right, with Issa and Condola that she doesn't really know about. In this scene right here, she don't know yet that the person that's dating her ex is Condola, or that the person Condola dating is her ex. So just keep that in mind, right? So we're gonna skip over and come back to the why it's cheating because it's all gonna play together. This scene right here, we're gonna move over to the next topic, but like I said, it's all gonna play together, y'all. So just bear with me. This one right here, I don't know if you can you see this picture, Mike?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Got it, boy. Look, not only is it I guess it's cupcake season because of coronavirus, but at least Issa doing it right with a big boy. She's staying warm and everything, but I want to talk about emotionless sex and and can women have emotionless sex? So, Mike, I'm gonna throw it over to you real quick. Using Issa's show as an example, I'm gonna pass over to you before I go in. So, do you think women can have and keep emotionless sex?
And I'm glad you put that at the end and keep. No, women can have emotionless sex, but they cannot keep it because that's something women can't do. They can't. They have to put emotions in everything they do. They can try. They can put on a persona and say, "Man, I could be just like a dude, just like a guy," and try to just have emotionless sex. Like Issa is doing right now. She think he's a cool guy. She think he's dope. He bring drinks, weed, whatever she want. But she said I got feedback again. But but my first answer is no. They cannot keep it, but they can do it for a while. They can do it for a while, but at the same time they gonna get their feelings into it. Something's gonna happen where they're gonna get emotional. It won't last long. But they women think about sex more than men do. Do they act on it? It depends. It can go up in the air. Some women say, nah, they saving themselves. They don't have to throw their self at a bunch of men or give it away. But most women will do it. But in public eyes, they will say they don't. But behind closed doors, they'll try to keep that. You know what I'm saying? Later on in the show, you heard Molly say, "Oh, you bringing your dude out the house, like your piece of meat out the house." Like she wasn't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep that in house. You feel me? So Molly kind of put that. They kind of said that in the show, like Molly, you bringing your inside out the house, and she was like, "Well, he was just free because something she was trying to do." You feel me? So uh, I don't think it can last long, but women do it though. Yeah. Exactly. Right.
Emotionless sex and keep it. Now, I think they can. I honestly think women can. And I think it kind of leads into them opening the door on them admitting to cheating. So, excuse me. I think it goes from like, all right,
Mhm. Right, right. Right, right. Exactly.
she was on the bed chilling. He came in with liquor and the weed, like, here you go. That's for you. And she was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? So the little deeds, the little things he's doing here and there is gonna make her go like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like he's probably a pretty good guy. And then I think
Yeah.
I think dude was. Let me try that. All right, 1 2 1 2. Y'all can hear me. Mike, you can still hear me.
Yeah.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. If y'all can hear me, let me know. Yeah, 1 2 1 2. We should be good on that end. We good?
Yeah, I can hear you. It might be because I'm connected to you with the Google Hangout.
Right, right, right. No, no. Let me see. We good? Are we good? Sorry about that, everybody who's watching. I know we was having that many technical difficulties, but anyway, if you didn't hear anything I said, basically I was just saying that at some point I feel that Issa and the security guy is going to get she's going to somehow find out that he's a pretty good dude. By then, once she finds out, it's gonna be too late, and it's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be like a hurricane of things going on, and she's not gonna be able to handle it. And then, he's gonna either hold her down, or he's gonna be like, we ain't got that type of relationship no more, and it is what it is, and it's gonna be an issue. But I feel like that's where it's at with women and emotionless sex. So let me switch it up real quick. If y'all give me a second, we're gonna plug in the beautiful, illustrious Charlene. You know what illustrious means? Let me go ahead. Your mic is on.
It's on.
Yep.
It's on, baby.
Feedback.
We shouldn't get no feedback. Can y'all hear Charlene just fine? Keep talking.
Let me know. Let me know if I get any feedback on this mic, if y'all can't hear me, because it looks like we've been having some technical difficulties already from the beginning of the show.
And then like we got I am the engineer, producer, director, host, all that above. So y'all forgive me.
Yeah, y'all let me know if I'm good. Can Mike hear me?
What up? Hey, can you hear me?
YouTube, all that.
I haven't done that yet, but
See, this
eventually
where
I'll
I come
find out.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I'm on Google Hangout.
So, as I was asking, which is a question that you posed, or a question or a topic that you suggested about the insecure, and we was talking about women having emotionless sex, and can they? Not only can women have it emotionless sex and keep it. So I'm on the cusp. Mike was saying no because emotions come in play at some point.
Yep. No, I was agreeing with you. I said, yeah.
I was on some like yes until the significant other becomes an issue, and then it becomes emotions. That's where the emotions are going to come from.
What do you mean the significant other becomes an issue?
So I'm meaning like the emotionless sex is happening because you don't have any. She don't have. Let's just use Issa as an example. So Issa don't have any intentions of making the security guard her dude at this point.
Yeah, her main guy.
Right, and so
he just filling up time.
Right, right. He just filling up time. So she don't really. That's her. Ain't no emotions in it because he just filling up the slot. Now emotions is going to come in it if the emotions come from somebody else that she actually likes. Lawrence, or I can't remember the guy with the green eyes. His name.
The green. Oh, Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan.
Or even.
On, man. You know all
I know,
characters.
right? I know, right?
I'm like filling you in on everybody's
right?
name.
Or what's the dark skinned guy's name?
So it's Daniel.
Daniel, that's my boy.
Lawrence, Daniel,
I'm team
Nathan.
Daniel all day, and I don't know what happened to him.
Are you really?
Yeah. Why you put your head there? I'm team Daniel all day.
Okay.
But actually, no, I'm just lying. I'm actually team Lawrence. But I did like Daniel because he was cool. But anyway, until somebody like Daniel, Nathan, or Lawrence come back into her life, or somebody of equal value like that come, then she's gonna start playing out some type of emotions with the security guy. Whether she like, this is completely over and I had no feelings for you, forget you, or man, this guy be looking out for me. He he did security for me for free. He be doing stuff for her. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I feel like with that, the roles are turned, right? Because she just like, I just need you for this one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I need you to fill my time. Because she may not think that she's on the level that she want to be on. She's trying to get there. She don't think that, maybe she feel like she don't want to be in a relationship right now. And he just a security guy. He may be taking it more than what she's taking. So yeah, it's easy for her to have emotionless. Oh, can I say that? Emotionless sex.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing. He's nothing to her right now. Like you said, he ain't a Lawrence or Daniel or Nathan. So yeah, it's easy for her to have emotionless sex with someone that she probably wouldn't even see herself being with. He is nothing like Lawrence, Daniel, Nathan. Slim and fit.
That we know of right now. I mean, appearance wise, no, but
even did you see how everyone he was bringing everyone in?
Yeah.
Even though she told him to like hype everybody up to come into the party. He was like, "Oh, it's lit!" All that like that's too much.
Yeah.
Different level. He on a different level. Mindset wise, all that. That's not nothing that she's used to.
Yeah. That's not gonna grow
Daniel
that.
and Lawrence are totally different all aspects of him.
You don't think she kind of like that?
No. Nah, Jake, you was hitting on something, but she gonna think that he's a good guy, and she need to stop doing that to him. That's how it's gonna play out in the season. She's just gonna get emotional about it, saying, "Dang, what I'm doing is wrong. You're a good guy. We'll just stop doing this. You need to go find somebody who accepts you." Da da da. But that's not gonna play out.
All right, so now with at
Can
using
women have emotional?
can they keep it? Can she
they
keep it?
I think so. I think it's the type of woman where she knows she has the power, right? I think she can keep it at just emotionless sex because she may be with a man that is not hitting every check box, but he good at what he do. Like they say, I saw something. I'm not gonna get provocative on here, but I heard it. I think it was a Love and Hip Hop Miami reunion. They were just saying all the best. What you said? Yes, Sunday coochie.
Yeah.
All the best coochie is best when it's ratcheting from the hood. You know what I'm saying? So he may not be checking all the boxes, but he probably got something that's good. Like she was taking all the little head banging against the wall and all, she taking all the sweat, but it must be okay
for her to deal with
it.
Okay.
She got a whole fan for this man. So it must be okay for her to deal with it.
What gets? I mean, not we don't know if. I think the reason her show is so good, or at least I know the reason her show is so good, is because it got a lot of truth in it.
A lot of
know what I'm saying? A lot of truth. So if we just using her as an example and we saying this does happen, some but not all, what brings a woman to that point where she's okay with it?
Boredom. They're not where they want to be in life. they're not who they want to be in life, and it's like at a standstill, right?
Yeah.
I you know it's like I'm bored. I don't want a boyfriend. I don't think I'm ready for a boyfriend. I don't think I'm ready for a commitment. But I still want someone to hold me. I still want someone to say, "Dang, that thing good." You know what I'm saying? Like we want to hear that.
Okay.
So emotionless sex.
What gets to a woman to get to that point. I think, like I told you earlier, women already they think about sex as much as we think about sex. And women would not let it known publicly that they just want some D. They just want to smash. So they will try to find somebody like a TSA person. She looked up and found somebody to do that. You know what I'm saying? And she kept going on with it. But I feel like she has needs. She needed that need taken care of. She did what she had to do. But at this time in her life, she don't want nothing serious. So it's their mindset at first, what their mindset is or where their life at. And if they need that need itch, women when women want something, what they do? They go get it, right? So that's every woman. Every woman can agree. When they want something, they go get it. They ain't gonna wait for no dude to get it for them. They gonna go out and get it. So they gonna get whatever they need done, and it's their mindset. You know what I'm saying? They be wanting it. So I think it's their mindset which plays in the boredom, and they have a need, and that's sex.
I mean, it's a single woman though. She's single. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? Like a single woman feel like I can do whatever I want. I don't have to explain myself to no one. So up he, he think I'm cute. He's showing me some attention. I don't want to be in a relationship with him. He's showing me some attention. He's saying all the right stuff. He's saying some cool stuff. Okay, he think I'm cute. He think I'm pretty. He said my body bad. Okay, let me see what he hanging with.
Okay, and I don't think it's a problem with that. I think the problem comes when women try to, as we was talking about on the last episode, put more value on the coochie and say that the penis is less valuable, but we do the same things. You
Yeah,
see what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you do it when it's okay and convenient for you, then you have more value than me. But if I'm doing it more consistently, or if I'm doing it more often than you, then now I have less value. But we're doing the same exact things.
And more openly. Like we're men are more public about it.
Why we have to feel like, and that's why we have to put out there that our coochie is more valuable.
Because y'all not open with it?
Because it doesn't matter how good of a girl we are. If something still catches your eye, y'all gonna jump on it.
The
If
same thing with women.
Exactly.
are do have more emotions, right? So
Okay.
it's gonna take more for us to go and do something before y'all. It don't matter. Y'all will jump and have emotionless sex all the time, but women have more emotions. So it's gonna take us a while before it even comes to that.
But I'm saying, like, all right, like Tori said, intimacy without strings attached. That happens. That happens a lot, and I think women just not admitting to it. And when you do, then you feel like you're being judged by the whole world, but it's not the case.
Yeah, look at your other brother over here talking about sound like some hoe shit to me. Yes, that's exactly what we. Oh, he probably gonna think I'm a hoe if I give it to him.
Even if we say, I mean, I'm saying, I said the last episode. Even if that was the case, if she being upfront with it, ain't too much we can say about it other than accept it. We still gon' smash. I just need y'all to know that we still women can
You
be
went right
all. I'm saying because I want to talk to the people. I need the people to understand, man. When all the women can go bald today.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I still smash, but We don't. So women don't want men that just smash. Women want commitment.
But I'm saying
Women
if all
want
the women are
marriage,
bald in the world,
family.
we just got to deal with it.
Say what?
If all the women are bald, we just got to deal with it.
No, because if I go bald, you definitely. I remember you told me one time you was like, "Don't cut your hair, man. You can't be going to the same barber."
People go to the same barber.
You go to a different.
Oh my god!
Like we can't be in this. She next, and I'm next. No, we can't do that. No, that's like me. It's like us getting hair pieces, and we coming behind us. We coming behind each other. I'm coming behind you. I'm having girl talk with you. We can't do the same things all the time. We can't be. But I'm saying the end result is still the same. You still gonna get this intimacy, whether you like it or not.
It's gonna be
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be just fine.
Okay.
I'm just saying, that went to my whole natural point. But all right, so to get back, we are gonna go off tangent, so y'all gotta expect that. But it also brings up a good point about one of the other topics that we had on why women cheat, right? So I think women in the act of cheating. You know what? That's a question. Actually, I don't know. I was gonna say women in the act of cheating is part of emotionless sex. I would assume that they don't have emotions tied. But if women are cheating,
no, there's some emotions in.
Yeah, it's emotions inside when it. Yeah.
There's emotions in the cheating. There's emotions in the sex while cheating.
Yeah.
Emotions in the sex while cheating.
Especially for a woman. Bruh, so they I ain't no woman, but I feel like it is. Like Bayon said, women have more emotions. Like definitely if they're cheating on their significant other, first off, it's been emotional feelings there, mental feelings, psychological feelings first before the physical start. So when they start feeling the person, they end up having sex. Emotionally, they already feeling that person. So that sex is gonna have emotions in it. It ain't just gonna be like the dude who they cheating with. That dude probably just like, hey, I'm about to get him, I'm about to smash. You know what I'm saying? But then the woman who feeling the dude has emotions while she having sex with him. So that woman, yeah.
Tori,
Women gonna have emotions.
Tell us how you feel, Tori.
About what?
Ask her.
Women cheat for a reason.
Tori, what's not true? Like trying to get a nigga out of some money or trying to get a new bag or something.
So they're gonna cheat to get some yeah.
Well,
that means okay. So if she's in a relationship,
that's some hood rat.
If she's in a relationship, then that means, and she's getting it from somebody else. If she's getting shoes and money, that means that her man is not taking care of her financially, and she needs more.
You think? What if it's that? Well, you know what? Okay, I get your point. Because I was gonna say maybe it's not so much as that he's not providing. It's just
another man can give her more.
I don't know, man.
You think emotions don't have nothing to do with it when they cheat?
No, I'm just saying like all like things go out the window and then it don't come back until afterwards, until they start noticing like, oh, I forgot I love this dude. Oh,
I forgot.
Yeah, like, oh, you are good. How did I forget that?
Some women, their love depends on what they can get from the man. What they can
exactly.
They'll love them as much as what they can get from the man.
I'm starting to get sad.
For what?
For my people.
Too late for me now. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, man. All right. So let's use Issa's cheating as an example then.
Okay.
So
Lawrence.
Hold on, wait. Before you go in.
Let's
go.
go.
Because I'm Team Lawrence right now. Okay.
You said you was Team Daniel. Pick one.
I am
I'm
Team
Daniel.
But Lawrence from the get-go has... All right, let me say it, but let me see what she says. It's always going to be a lack of something emotionally, physically, financially. Yeah, I feel you. It's always something, all right? Agreed, Tori. It's always something. All right. So Lawrence was on the couch.
Unemployed.
On the couch, unemployed, right? But he had ambition.
Yep.
On the couch.
5 years. No. Well, they were together 5 years.
They've been together 5 years.
But he was unemployed for what? 3 years?
I don't think it was that long, but no, I don't remember that time.
It was definitely long.
It was like 3 years.
Don't make me Google.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Let's just say it's a long period of time, right?
Yeah.
He had a plan in mind. I just don't think he knew how to execute his plan, right? Which is what a lot of us men go through. So eventually, he started to get on his thing, right? But within him sitting on the couch, and her going to work, and her paying the bills, and her pretty much stepping up as the man, that's when she started to lose feelings and all types of stuff and whatever. And she started to drift in the wayside, and eventually up pops Daniel, right? But Daniel, obviously, he got his stuff together, or at least that's what she think on the outside. But they had a good friendship, and that was hitting off for her. So I think that was more than enough for her to be like, well, I'm about to mess around because we got chemistry from back in the day. But she don't know what, like, I don't think she really knew what Daniel had going on because Daniel wasn't really pursuing his dreams either. If y'all remember, Daniel he was trying to get on in the entertainment business, and he really wasn't networking until Issa was putting him in front of I forget the dude who was making the music, but she put him in front of the dude who was one of the producers. Remember that part? And then eventually he wanted the dude to hear his music and stuff like that, and he had his own way he wanted to go about things. But when in between all that happening, while they having sex, while she cheating and stuff, Lawrence is out there being ambitious, and he ended up getting the exact job that he wanted. And eventually, he become that dude. But by then, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think the whole emotionless come in, because your emotions didn't play the part to even tell you that this dude do have potential to be something that you want him to be, but you're not giving it enough time. And that's where your emotions leave. And it don't come back until it's too late, and that's exactly what happened with Issa. It was too late, and Lawrence is done.
How long?
It don't even matter no more. It could be a long period of time. He's sitting on the couch because he don't know how to execute his plan. But after a while, he found a way. And once he found that way, it was spearheading. He was gone. And he shot right to the top. Bam. And got right where he needed to be. And she was mad, or not mad, she was jealous because it was like, dang, this is where, this is what I was investing in. And I left my investment because I was
5 years. 5 years in a relationship.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to say 3 because it was a while. I'm going to say 3. I'm going to say 3 years he was unemployed. Mm-hmm. So I was reading up a little bit. It was just saying that, he was cooking dinners and there for Issa. That's what it said.
Like most women be there for men.
But employed.
No, women are employed. They take care of the house.
We know that potential is not necessarily enough, but when you don't have, that's all you have is the potential to have something. When you with somebody in a relationship, what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to just leave them as soon as they don't have anything? Or are you supposed to be with them because they got potential to have everything? Or help them maximize their potential.
3 years out of 5. First of all, honestly, if it was me, by year 3, you need to be proposing to me. You can't propose to me because you ain't got no job.
So how you gonna expect
it's on the back end?
How you gonna expect him to propose on year 3 if you don't have a job?
That's just me.
Why would you want him to propose?
Well, he don't.
Listen. But what was she doing? No, she was not trying to elevate him or motivate him. Issa plays a part in this too. They don't give you the reason to cheat because she never communicated to him that, hey, we have to step this game up. She never was that girlfriend to say, hey, babe, what do we need to do to get you to here and there? If you see him losing hope and, you know what I'm saying, help your man out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you saw potential in him, help him out. But Issa didn't help that dude all that.
Hold on. There was I can swear she like came and like asked him did he redo his resume or something like that. I can't. Oh Jesus Lord, don't let me get the line because that's all season one. But I know she was like, did you redo your resume? Did you do this? Da, 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 da. He was just like, no, I didn't get to do this, but I finished my business plan. She was asking him, did he do this? But he didn't take it upon himself to take care of it. Then all of a sudden, when he feel like she's getting tired, he like, I finished my business plan. Okay, you finished your business plan. So have you worked towards it? Like, what are you doing to work towards your business plan now? You finished it. Did you send out your resumes to to the people that are going with your business plan? Like, what are you doing?
See, because all right, look what she did with Daniel. I think it's because she didn't have any idea on how Lawrence career or his goals really worked, right? So she didn't know how to fit herself into his career path. But as soon as Daniel come around and they doing music together and stuff, because she rapped, right? That was her thing. She could rap, and he like, dang, you can, you got some talent.
It was just words to her though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying there was a connection with his career goal. It wasn't no connection with.
You think it was a connection as of a career goal?
No, I'm saying like what Michael's saying. She knew how to help Daniel. She knew that he needed to get in front of other people. So she brought him out to the party or to the club and whatever and put him in front of the producers. And then Daniel already knew that dude from way back when or whatever. They already had some type of connection.
Honestly, I don't even remember much of the storyline with Daniel because I just feel like it was boring to me.
Daniel was boring?
Daniel and it was boring.
But that's because that was Issa.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember the storyline with Daniel. I just remember they had sex.
Multiple times.
In the studio. Like, that was the first time. And then she felt really bad. And then she told Lawrence that she cheated. And then I just know at one point she was, like, sleeping on his couch. And then he was, like, having sex with other girls in his bedroom just to make Issa
No, they was having
jealous.
sex multiple times. Remember, because he buzzed.
I know. I know. I'm saying the storyline between them is boring to where I don't remember anything from in the middle from when they did it the first time to when she was sleeping on his couch. I don't remember.
She don't remember him cheating or her cheating, but she remember everything else. That's what happens when women do it. I'm just messing around with that.
No, you're not. You straight line. Don't lie to the people, cuz.
I'm just saying. No, all right, look, I'm just saying, like, she had, both of them was good dudes, honestly. And she could have been honest from the get-go.
Exactly.
She could have just left Lawrence and came back, and then it would have probably it probably would have worked. Obviously, it's the show we're talking about, but in reality,
true,
she could have left and then came back.
Of course, there was a lack of communication. Everything that she was telling her friend,
she should have been telling her.
Her name, Molly. Everything. Molly, she should have been telling Lawrence. Like, if she wasn't happy, like, look, I don't like you sitting here on this couch all darn day. Like, you've been doing this for 3 years, my G. How long we been in this apartment? I'm paying, rent by myself unless he was getting some state funds or something. But come on, 3 years? Even 2 years. 2 years? Bruh, get up off your butt. I work for a non-profit. Like, come on, there's always so much money.
Her career wasn't much more. Man, look, and she wasn't even bringing in that much money at all. So how you gonna rush somebody?
But they was.
Yeah, but I'm saying she not bringing in enough to even.
So why do you think the pressure was on him to get a job? Like, I'm not bringing that much. I need some help. Like, we struggling in these LA streets.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just saying. So Tori said 3 years is a long time.
But he had no ambition to even push her to even have more of a drive to even want more. You know what I'm saying? But that's not his fault that she didn't have a drive to elevate herself.
Acrimony was, I'm just going off of Tori's.
Is it acrimony or acrimony?
Acrimony. Yeah.
I did not know.
Acrimony was a little different. He had already, you know what I'm saying, she was different. He had already cheated on her, way when they was kids. And I think in the back of her head, she like, because I'm staying with you and I use all of my resources on you, and it wasn't coming
All her
fast
mama's
enough.
money.
Oh, she used
that she
all
had.
her resources on him.
Yeah,
I ain't never heard that before. I ain't never
But
seen that in my
he
life.
had ambition though. Like he was working. He was working on that one thing. He was working on that one thing, and he believed that this is going to make a difference.
And
He
it
didn't
did.
give up on it, and it did. But he didn't give up on it. He was still working towards something. Unlike Lawrence, he's to come home and he's still sitting on the couch, or he
But
made or he made dinner, and so what?
Dang.
Jesus.
So, dang.
Bruh, come on.
Women, I hope y'all listen to that. So what you made them?
No, this man has been sitting at home all day. There's 24 hours in a day. Okay? 24 hours in a day, and about 8 of those you sleep. But this man ain't got no job, so he about sleeping about 16 of them hours.
There you heard it first on the Chitlin circuit. When women get to the point of cheating, it's because you ain't did nothing. You been sitting on the couch. Your food suck. You suck. Your ambitions suck. Everything
God.
about you. I'm playing most of this as jokes, but it got some little bit of truth here and there too.
He was selfish. Acrimony.
That's not insecure. Me.
But she was still supporting.
It was both of them. It was acrimony too.
No, you ain't got to talk.
No, but
She
wasn't
did
they
everything.
living in acrimony? Wasn't they living in her mama's house?
Yeah,
But
because somebody wanted to sell the house or something.
Yeah,
one of the sisters.
he gave up the mortgage or something like that.
Took out a second mortgage. Or
Oh
something
yeah,
like that.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. To get them, yeah. So she must be talking.
That's a whole other topic. How far do you believe in somebody until you're ready to give up? Because once she got on, she went insane.
Exactly.
Get off of Issa's nuts, okay?
No, man, it's just fun. It's just fun to use these examples because I always wondered, like, is this how women really think in real life?
Don't.
So, all right, but you never really answered. Can women keep emotionless sex?
No, I don't think so.
Because of
With the same person that they're having emotional sex with.
whomever.
I feel like well, one, no. Will they eventually have a connection with the person that they're having emotionless sex with? I would say yeah. Like after a while, they're gonna be like, we probably actually kind of connect.
Right.
He's not the best at this, or he's not on this level. But you know what? He's a genuine person, and we have good time in the bed together. And you know what? Maybe I'll give him a shot. Or maybe I'm feeling something because I'm enjoying his company. Like maybe I just don't want this sex with him. Let's look at cartoons and just chill and see what his humor is or something, like that. But don't have any emotions toward that person. You're gonna go to another person. I'm stuttering. Jesus, Lord.
All right. Well, I guess I got whooped.
You stuttering?
Yeah,
too.
I stuttered too. It's two more. So women can't have emotional sex, and I'm just going to go ahead and go with that. Wow, I feel sad for y'all. Really?
What?
Because it's always like, all right, how men out here
But
cheat?
then there's sometimes you have them women that done hungry, the guy's girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, that's my home girl. Yeah, she the homie. And she always hang around guys, and then she learned the ways and the mannerisms of guys, and so she becomes a guy in a sense in how she go about hers and can have emotionless sex. Like some people can't, some women can't have emotionless sex.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take.
And I think you kind of touched on something just then too. With the same person, I don't think they can. Now I have seen women, we don't have homegirls, we know personally that have had emotional sex with multiple guys. Just hey, I'm not gonna smash this dude, and they done with that guy for that night. You feel me? And then the next night they go out with someone went out night after night, go meet another guy. You know what I'm saying? So that way, I think some females can in that way. Not having the same partner and saying it won't turn into emotions involved or this and that, they can't. But what you just said touched on multiple partners. I think they can. Right.
With the same person, then
Yeah.
it's a wrap.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. So on Lawrence, right?
Okay.
Because we're going, like I said, we're going over the insecure.
Jesus, get
episode.
that pig off of
I know
the
she.
screen.
No, fat back. No,
Oh.
my boy Lawrence. Every time, and I said this when we watched the episode.
Every time.
Every time Lawrence start to do good, stuff started to hit the fan. I about to cuss. I'm trying to keep it PG.
Yeah.
The elders be peeping in every now and then. Every time things go right for him, it start to go left, and somehow Issa always in the background involved.
It's not her fault.
Why not?
He met Condola. I think that's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Condola at Homegirl's baby shower. They had nothing to do with Issa Rae.
And Tiffany's baby shower. Tiffany's baby shower. I was just
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
They had nothing to do with Issa, and they was on good terms. They spoke, said what's up. It is what it is.
Well, I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying somehow she's always in the background, right?
Okay. They share a lot of the same friends.
True.
Yeah. They run in the same circle. Yep.
Why do Lawrence have to go through all this stuff? Why do the good guys, or why wouldn't the guys? Because I don't think he cussed her out. I don't think he blew up on her. I don't think he did all the stereotypical, ex breakup type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you ain't nothing, blah blah blah. Forget you, blah blah blah.
Did he?
I don't.
Nah. He never exploded.
Something that happened between them at his job. Like Issa met him up at his job. He was like in a meeting and something happened between. Just keep going.
Right.
Sorry.
So no, you good. So what I'm saying is, all right. So it's not her fault that the homegirl is dating the ex. But I felt like she could have already like once she found out, she could have asked her or came out to her. I guess they both was going through a whirlwind of emotions. They really couldn't, communicate to each other like that just yet.
What do you mean?
Well,
Who?
Both Issa and Condola.
What do you mean they were going through a whirlwind of emotions?
Well, they both found out. Like, remember, they was in her office or they was somewhere.
Yeah, they were in her office when they found it. Well, Tiffany knew, though. That's the thing.
She said she didn't know.
No. She knew they went out on one date. Like, she knew they went out on one date, but she didn't think it would work.
Well, she knew. She knew. But she didn't think it was going to go any further.
Right,
she knew
right.
they went on one date together.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, now I'm finna tell his name. Oh, you talking about the person you went on one date with? Yeah. You already knew that she went out on one date, and we're working together, so you've been knowing, regardless if it was one date. Tiffany ain't real. She ain't no real friend.
Dang, what was he talking about, Tiffany? Tiffany got ousted.
She ain't no real friend.
Well, what I'm saying is, all right. So right there, she found out, right? And then she threw out a whole bunch of shade. I mean, not just daggers. She was throwing kunais and stuff. I don't even think you know what a kunai is, huh? Shuriken?
That's some anime mess,
stuff?
huh? Yeah.
I went too nerdy for y'all. Whatever.
Yeah.
Don't y'all judge.
Yeah.
Oh, only one person that's gonna be Shamel.
Yeah.
About the whole tree, right? Oh, can I just go find you? Or something she said,
Can
find
I
your
go
ex.
find your ex and date him?
Yeah. And they start laughing about it. At that point, you might as well come out and be like, all right, look.
Because you're just saying how small LA is. LA is not that small, but circles are,
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
she's doing out daggers.
Yeah, at that point she could have been grown and been like, look, because she was telling Molly from the get go, or she was telling somebody else. I think and Molly like, I think it does that automatically.
They're trying to get something. They're trying to get something together for the block party. So it was like a sponsor mingle or something like that. I don't know, but it was awkward. They felt the energy. Women can always feel energy. Oh my God. Women can always feel the energy of a person, of a room, of a situation. And so both of them had different energy. They didn't know how to approach each other. They didn't know how to be around each other because one has dealt with the person that another person is now dating. You know what I'm saying? So I can't remember if maybe they had already like talked about the ex, or Issa talked about the ex to her. So now she has some background about Issa's ex, and now finding out, oh, I'm dating Issa's ex, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's probably what made it awkward. They had really good chemistry together. I can't say they were friends, but they were working together really well. And connecting, and then come to find out, oh, another main connection we have is, oh, I'm dating your ex-man. That's messy, honestly.
It's messy for who?
It's messy for both of them as far as working together. I think it's
How?
Just because, I feel like Condola's gonna always, wonder why
they break up.
Yeah. And then wonder, is he gonna be this same man, or could he be this same man with me? Even though he's elevated on another level, there could be a chance that he, become that guy again.
But I think, and this is what I told you we was watching the episode. Once Issa tell the truth about why they broke up, it's gonna bring Condola and Lawrence together that much stronger. But I don't think
it's not Condola's. It's not Condola. One, it's not. Condola shouldn't be asking about that. No, she don't need to know that.
Yeah,
you think she's gonna ask, why did y'all break up? What kind of man was he?
I think women do that. Like what? If they close, because they was like on some best friends almost type stuff.
No, they're working together. So Condola likes Issa's ideas and can help her. Right. So yeah, they're connecting that way, and that way only. They haven't hung out. The only thing is they are connecting in something that they both think will help the community.
Yeah, but she said it. I think she said in the episode, like, she was starting to be like more than just a business partner. It was starting to become somewhat of a friendship. Mm-hmm. And now it's probably not because of that. But what I'm saying is, if the question is posed between them on why it didn't work, and she found out that not only she found out that I don't think Issa gonna tell her, like,
if anybody would tell her, probably Tiffany. Tiffany would probably be the one. Molly don't F for her like that, because even when Issa told Molly that she's dating Lawrence, like, what? You know what I'm saying? So Molly's not gonna F her like that.
Molly vindictive.
Molly went off on Issa. Say Molly went off on Issa for being around the girl. She told Issa that Issa must like being messy, just because, you know what I'm saying? Right, which was wrong. Molly was out of line for that.
I think she got her whole life together. She don't.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying, like, I feel like if anybody gonna break the ice or spill the beans, it's gonna be Molly, because she's vindictive. if her life not going right, she don't
That's
want
the
nobody
only
else.
way. That's the only
Yep.
way she's gonna tell, tell something is by being vindictive, just like she did last time. I can't remember what the situation was. Yeah, that's when her and Issa weren't talking for a while or something like that because she said something being vindictive. Like I think she said she was like taking care of Issa and Issa need to get her life together or something like that.
And she's controlling. That's why Condola is a better friend to Issa because, well, in that sense, because she was elevating Issa. Issa was about to give up on the block party. Condola came in and elevated Issa, and they was on each other ideas. Just trying to make things work, and Issa needed that. I felt like before they knew about Lawrence, they were a good match. So just because they know about Lawrence, it was awkward at the beginning, but both Issa started thinking like, all right, I think I can do this. I don't think that's being messy. She was trying to be a woman, like, all right, I do need Condola. She elevated me. Now, can I get past the part with her dating Lawrence? At the end of the show, she kind of like was thinking about that. She was in her mind trying to think about weighing the options and the pros and the cons. And she was like, hey, thank you, da da da. Now, old girl still think it's weird because she don't know the whole thing about it because she thought Issa approached her because she knew about her and Lawrence. Because you heard her as Lawrence. Did she know about us? That's why she approached me at the movie when they watched the Red Dragon. And she still got some things in her mind. But I think that they should continue their friendship and partnership because they both was elevating each other. It was dope. More than what Molly do for Issa.
I agree. I agree. I think that's probably why at the beginning it showed where Issa was saying, I don't think I can be cool with Molly no more.
Yeah, she
Because
said
I
Right.
that.
mean,
Yep.
honestly, friendship, Issa been in the same hurting predicament. You know what I'm saying? Like even with her relationship with Lawrence, through that struggle, even the struggle afterwards, where was Molly trying to help elevate her or get her on or whatever?
Because Molly vindictive. As long as
Right.
Molly is doing
She
fine,
right. She
she
has
don't
to be on
care.
top. She
You know what
has
I'm
to be an
saying?
on
And
top
she used
friend.
her like, you need to get on. Blah, blah, blah. It seemed like she used her life to put it out there to other people that you need to step it up. But as soon as she started to take a fall, everybody else got to take a fall with her, work included.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She was getting up there, and then she looked down on the black women who was trying to help her. She didn't want to be.
That's
I
when
feel,
she moved to that different. When she moved to that different company to work for. Yeah.
right. She didn't. I understand what she meant. Like she didn't want to be boxed in this West name, but they was trying to come together on some. Let's
Yeah.
come together. She didn't even give it a chance.
Yeah.
She was like, "Nah, I want to step over
Because
here with
of
the
what
big
she
dogs."
was used to.
Right.
Yeah.
So, look, man. If y'all not watching Insecure, I need to go ahead and tune in because I'm sure it's gonna get more crazy, and we're gonna be watching it in
If you
episodes. So you might.
Yeah, my fault.
Oh yeah, that's joke.
Oh goodness! Please just don't show fat back again.
No, no, no. What was this last one? Oh, we didn't talk about Molly thing. Last thing for Insecure. And I told yeah.
Oh.
So I told I told Charlene this, Mike. So and I'm gonna give it to Mike before I give it to you, babe. So anyway, when we was watching it, at this point in the show, I think it was revealed to Molly that homeboy. Do we know his name?
His name, what's that dude's name? Andrew.
Whatever.
No, don't whatever him because he Asian.
No. I didn't know what's name. I can't remember the
I'm
damn
playing,
name.
I'm
Wow.
playing.
It's Andrew. Andrew.
I'm
So
playing.
we didn't know he was
Okay.
dating. He was going through his little circuit, which is fair because Molly haven't. Most of the time, like I said on the last episode, we was talking with Sadie's and Q, was that you have to. Most women will decide if this is going to be. Most women will open up the door for this to be a relationship, and then the man will either agree or disagree. You know what I'm saying? It's never like the man saying we together, and then the woman like, all right, cool. It's it's always the woman saying this is gonna be something, right? So I think because she didn't do that, he took it as that the door is open, and she was already treating him like because he Asian, whatever, right? And as soon as she found out that he was dating somebody else, now all of a sudden she feels hurt.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Yeah.
So as soon as you really
So hush.
Okay. As soon as she found out, I don't know yet. We're gonna find out as the show go on. I think Molly's hurt more so because not only is because she took a chance at dating interracial, but not he's dating other women. So he not on some I'm bound down, I'm beholden to you, oh, black strong woman. Thou art, what I'm saying, the strongest of all. I'm just gonna just you, and you know what I'm saying. And she dark skinned, so it's like even more like, yeah, he not on that, and we don't even know who else he dating yet. So God forbid it's another
black
woman, because I think she can live with herself if it's any other race but black. If he dating any other race but black, because it'll make it seem like she said.
Oh, so she was just telling someone that.
Oh, I'm sorry. So anyway, appreciate that, Tori. But anyway, what I'm trying to get to is that it's not only because of his race, but because of how society plays on interracial within the black community. It just hit a little bit more. Like, dang, he out here actually dating, and I think she want to, but she don't, because that's what women do. Because I think, was it Dre? Did Dre cut off Molly? Or
Dre was married.
No, I know.
She realized that she needed to stop talking to him.
Yeah, but he had,
or because his wife her, right?
Yeah. No, she act like she still don't know. Cause remember at the baby shower, she was like, "Hey, Molly," and they was giggling and stuff. No, I think Molly wanted more or something. I can't remember what happened. Molly something happened.
Molly was on. She was getting to that point where she wanted Dre to herself.
Yeah.
She didn't know how to deal with a monogamy, right? Or is it polygamy? Polygamous?
Polygamy. Monogamy is one. Mono.
My bad.
There we go.
So yeah, she didn't know how to deal with polygamy like that. And he was
an open marriage.
Right, and he communicated from the get go.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't hide nothing from her, which is what women be wanting.
But she only got his side. She didn't ask his wife, "Is this what y'all doing?" He said they had an open marriage, but yet
the wife's supposed to know though. In an open marriage, the wife got to know. So he was still kind of cheating. The wife has to know in an open marriage. Like they have an open marriage, but on Molly, he didn't let his wife know about Molly, so he was still cheating.
I think they actually acknowledged on the show that, like, yeah, we have an open marriage.
I think they did.
He done dealt with this girl before. Never spoke upon.
Yeah, I don't think they ever showed Dre communicating with his wife because she was always out of town or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then that was a whole nother speculation. But let's just go off of that. It was never communicated, right? But Molly never asked, and she had.
Yeah.
So I think Molly was still on some, emotionless. Not emotionless, because her emotions was starting to get in.
She definitely felt emotions for him.
Yeah, she did. Her emotions starting to get into it.
They were best friends.
Right. But I'm saying as time progressed, her emotions grew stronger, and I think she wanted him.
She wanted more and more.
And she knew she couldn't, because as soon as his wife came around, it was like.
So you think it started off
smashed in the bathroom while she was there?
Yeah, I know. You think it started off emotionless?
I think the decision to go ahead and go through with this is on some emotionless stuff, because I'm thinking that you're thinking about both sides, not just your emotions, but your significant other's emotions or whoever it is.
I don't think it was emotionless. She had what?
Yeah, she got.
Liking him.
Yeah, because she was hurt. So she was going anybody. Anybody.
So I don't think that's necessarily emotionless. If anything, that's an overflow of emotions. Like, I'm just making stupid decisions based off of my emotions.
But I'm saying she was so emotionless that she'll smash her best friend who's married.
I don't think
that's
No.
Just saying, Molly could have went and found somebody, astray on the street and just got over it.
But
But she wanted-
I don't think she's that type of a woman though.
Right. I'm not saying she is. I'm saying what she could have did and it didn't happen.
But I get what Bayon saying. She did have emotions when she slept with Dro though. Like she was feeling some type of way about him. That's what she means.
Easy to
I mean, they were
to
neighbors.
get into it.
They grew up together. Like he knew her. He knew her. He knew everything about her. So I think when it came to them going to that next level, I think a lot of emotions was involved in that. They were best friends.
Okay. I'm just saying it seemed like. All right, so here's
But
the
back
thing.
to Andrew.
Back to Andrew.
Right.
We sure didn't capitalize on Andrew. I just think that I said it. I said that I feel like she's
more hurt because he's
not only because he's Asian, but because he's dating multiple people and not just worshiping me. It's gonna make this a little bit harder to even solidify for her.
Well, so I've been in that situation to where I've dated a guy and then come to find out he's dating other women, right? Also, that stings because especially if a woman has not or is not dating multiple partners, right? In a single woman's mind, and in dating, she thinks, he's only dating her. To find out there are other women that we are fighting for you. You know what I'm saying? Fighting to be that number one spot.
Well, then, all right, perfect. If you fight to be the number one spot, what's wrong with being in the
That's
top
the thing.
lineup?
I'm not. Why am I fighting to be number one?
You just said it.
I'm speaking for her. I'm speaking in generalization.
No, you just said you've been in a situation like that.
Oh hell yeah, I have.
See how quick they try to lie out of it?
Oh, I forgot that I had put
Oh
myself out
my
there.
God. You heard it first on the tip now.
I forgot I put myself out there. No, you're right.
DJ Envy Angelique.
So I just stopped talking to him. Just as she did, because I'm just like, well, I don't feel like I need to compete.
For what? Why you can't compete?
Compete for a man?
Look, man. Mike, let's give him some game because they're not listening to us. So, all right, look. When I think at a certain age, well, not at a certain age. Well, you know what? Forget it. I think at some point, a male, boy or a man, is going to think if they dating someone, that y'all just dating. Most of the time, I'm thinking she got to be talking to some other people.
Dudes.
Right. I didn't say she's smashing. I didn't say she's with. I didn't say there was exes. But there has to be more than just me if we just dating, right? So, and that's fair. We're not together. We dating. I can leave and do whatever I want when I want. And I don't know why it is that women want us to just be solely on them when you're not communicating that. So, like, let's take for instance what you just said. You said it. Y'all was dating, and then you found out. How you found out? We didn't ask, or I didn't ask yet. But let me assume that you didn't ask him from the beginning if you're talking to multiple people.
No.
So you found out, and obviously it's a surprise to you. And now all of a sudden you can't. You feel like you ain't gotta compete because you worth not competing for, or you worth not being in competition with everybody else. We already been in competition with everybody else. Like, I took the time out to actually give you my time. So what makes you think you don't got to continuously compete until I feel like?
Well, let me tell you what my mindset was.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when I hear you're dating other women, 9 times out of 10 you having sex with other women, right? I'm not finna be a day of the week. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not finna be a day of the week.
Okay.
I go to her on Wednesday. I go to her on Thursday. She cooked for me on Sunday, so I got her. And then, oh girl, Monday, what I'm saying, she don't work on Monday, so I'll be with her all day. I'm not finna be a day of the week.
Okay.
At the end of the day, if you want to, and I mean that's me though. That's not every
Yeah,
woman. Like
but
other
that's a
women
lot of
can't.
women.
True.
That's a lot, and the question becomes, what makes you think that if we in a dating mode that I'm supposed to buckle down and just talk to you? Because once again, and Mike,
Uh, nah, yeah, right.
how I was feeling about that girl.
Okay.
Remember, I even told you about it,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Well, here's my feelings," and she like, "No." And so it's like, well, you know what? Because everything is on you. And when I told you I'm ready, you're not ready.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right,
obviously you
right.
must be talking to somebody else, and you're not telling me. So with that in mind, well, Mike,
Uh, I won't agree all the way with that. No.
bye.
Nah, but what I'm saying is, I think a lot of people in this generation don't know how to date. Dating is not dating that same person. Dating is dating multiple people until you find that right person. And when you find that right person, it don't matter if it's the male or female who expresses, "Hey, I don't want to see other no more. I don't want to see other people anymore. I just want to see you." That is called exclusive dating. Now you want to move into the next stage and say, "Hey, I'm cutting everybody else off. I want just you." But while you're dating, and like, let's go back to the show because I want to respond to that as well. When Andrew said he's dating, Molly never said, "Hey, we're exclusive." He never said we were exclusive. They're dating. So she got upset because she started having real feelings for Andrew, but her closed mouths don't get fed. She never said, "Andrew, I have feelings for you. I just want to date you." How do you feel about that? Communication is everything, but she proved that she's not about that life. She want that dude to come chasing her and say, "Hey, I want you, just you, da da da." That's what she wants. She's not going to express that because when she was upset, all she had to do was say, "Well, Andrew, I'm having strong feelings about you. I just want us to date, give him that option, give him that choice," but she did. Now, and that goes back into the real world. If you're dating multiple people, let each other know it ahead of time, or you don't have to. I believe you don't have to. But when you feel like it's that point, say, "Hey, I just want to date you," then express that. It can be, and I guess you saying that we waiting for the woman, but I don't think we waiting for the woman. I feel like the guy should be able to do it too. I've done it and say, "I just want exclusive to date you," but it's just either or. Whoever want to communicate that. So.
But how many times when you've done it did they agree to what you?
Well, I'm Mike Bazell, so it's been every
Man,
time. I'm
shut up,
sorry.
man.
But honest, I
I
mean,
mean,
if I
if I
said
said
it,
it,
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
It
It
always
always
went.
went.
I
I
never had
never had
nobody say
nobody
no
say
yet.
no yet.
All right. Well,
I got to
the
go.
illustrious got to go. She got some things she got to do. So we're going ahead and see her off.
When it, and when I became a real man and I started dating for real, I never really asked somebody to date back in the day. You know who I used to be. I just was doing my thing, but nah.
He said, "Oh man, dang, we just lost it. I was gonna ready to get it right. Well, why do women do this and that? But you know what? So there it is with Andrew. Let's just go ahead and move on to the last part because I really wanted to talk about this coronavirus updates, and I think it's what's going on is pretty crazy right now, bro. So today I'm looking for some more, some more stuff for the podcast and the studio and stuff like that to better the quality and everything like that for the viewers and myself as well, right? So
Right.
I find myself going online and looking at Best Buy and looking at Guitar Center, and then I'm like, all right, let me just go over there and see because some of these stores are still open. They just don't let that many people come in at once, and they try to keep the distance, blah 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 blah. So grab my daughter. We head over to Guitar Center. It's closed, and then the next place we went to Best Buy. So, excuse me, get over to Best Buy, and I see a couple of people at Best Buy standing outside. Some of the employees are standing outside, and then I park right. So then I see a dude. He get out his car and he walks straight into Best Buy, right? So I get out the car like, all right, cool. I get Emery, and then we walk into Best Buy, and then the employees walking towards me as I'm walking towards the entrance. So I'm like, all right, here we go. And in my head, I'm thinking like, are they even more cautious because of the whole, like China is blaming Africa and black people or whatever, that we are the ones who pass this virus off, or we're continuing it, whatever the case, or is this like is this for real? Like, is he just doing this because of procedures, right? So, long story short, he walked up to me, and then me and him we get into a discussion, and he's telling me like, "Nah, I can't go into the store because of the whole coronavirus thing, and I have to order whatever online. They'll bring it out to me." So I'm like, all right, well, do y'all have this? Because I looked online, I really couldn't find it, but I chose to come to the store because it said you had one in stock or whatever. So I'm trying to figure out if you really do have it or if it's gone. And he turned around and told me he told me to look for it like online. He told me to look because I would have a better chance at finding it than him. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You got
Right.
that's his job, right? So I told him, I'm like, no, I'm not about to look for it. I already told you I look for it. So why won't you look for it? He repeated like, well, it's like 1,000 items and it'll just take longer. I'm like, man, you ain't got nothing else to do. It's Corona, and there's no one here. You won't let nobody in the store. You ain't got nothing to do. What is the issue? So I'm like, you know what, man, forget it. So then he's like, yeah, man, sorry about that. You can always order online and we could bring. And I just walked away. And a lot of backlash in our community because initially, yeah, we was not we, but initially a lot of people were saying like black people can't catch coronavirus and blah blah blah, and now all of a sudden we get. What do you think?
Uh, well, I'm going to speak for myself. Personally, I don't think nothing will be back to normal for a while. After a pandemic like this is slowly going, I guess, try to get back to normal. But to answer your question, man, I was just reading something about that. Why it's hitting black people more? And when you think about it, this is so true. I was like, oh man, who are the essential workers? More minorities are essential workers, the grocery shopper, grocery people, the fast food workers, the I won't say the hospital, but you do have more black nurses though, more black females going in the nursing field. All these essential workers you have are black people, man, and they still have to work. So they are getting the coronavirus more than these white people who can work from home. You know what I'm saying? More than any other race. So you have the minorities get hit harder because when they say stay at home, and another reason black folks are hard headed too, so they're not gonna stay at home. But we are also essential workers. More black minorities are essential workers when you think about it. So we are affected more than the other race. So I think that's the main reason I've been seeing, and it's true. And I started thinking about it, when I read it, I'm like, that is true. Every time you think about an essential worker, somebody going out, it's more black people. I see more of my white friends stay at home, work and work. You know what I'm saying? Because they had that type of jobs. But the black folks, nah, they gotta go to work.
Right, I agree. By and large, yeah. When you actually take down the when you look at the facts and you break it down, that is true. It's a fact that most of us, the minority communities or low impoverished communities, is going to be people of color that has all the essential jobs. And
Exactly.
which brings up another point, like you said. I feel like it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a backlash, and I think we all need to be ready for it. So yeah, we having fun on this podcast and everything like that, and I think it's good to actually get on here and pass information and get people in our age range and in our stature to actually talk about these things, because it's real, like whether we know it or not. I'm not talking about the virus in the sense, but the backlash that's going to happen from it. But you got to, I was thinking like, this ain't, it don't make it, first of all, we're not doing everything that China was doing. I was seeing a lot of videos where they were blasting people coming off the planes with whatever, with what, I don't know what it was, some type of aerosol or whatever it is they had. They had all this type of sprays, like industrial stuff. Like it looked like, it looked like military weapons. They was blasting them. They took it to the streets, and I haven't seen any of that in the U.S. at all. I haven't seen any of those videos. I haven't seen any tanks around like I saw in China. And all of a sudden now China is getting back to work. They're doing their thing. And to me, it almost seems like, it's conspiracy, or it almost seems like conspiracy or a setup, because yeah, Walmart, Target, all the grocery stores are still open. So it's like we're all combining, or we're all being pushed into this one area, and it's just incubating. Like, yeah, you can still go to the grocery store, but you can't go to Best Buy like I was trying to go to. So we can't really spread out. Yeah, we're spreading out by staying home, but we're still going to a centralized location. We have to go to the grocery store no matter what. We gotta eat. And what's the best place to get people, or what's the best place to, either kill people off faster or not kill people off? But what's going to kill us off faster is the food, other than anything else, food and water. So because we got to consume both. Like, we're not going to not consume any food. I don't care if you're a vegetarian, you're still going to eat some vegetables, or a vegan, you're still going to eat something. So to get to this one area and think that we all are cool, it's not going to make this thing go away. So, like you said, if all the black people at the grocery stores, because that's the only jobs we can get, or that's the only jobs we had, then obviously it's going to keep spreading in our community. It's just going to keep spreading and spreading and spreading. But theirs is going to die off, and theirs is going to curve, or however they, flatten, whatever they say. And I don't think they got the urgency to even help us out like that at this time, at this point in time. Like, it just don't make any sense. So,
Yeah, you talking about you don't think the 14 days is helping? But I don't think people followed the 14 days. I feel like I feel like I don't think a lot of people are taking it serious until it hits close to home. I've been seeing that lately. Once it affect their families, people been like, "Oh man, this is real. This is serious." It's been real when they first said it. I just feel like it has been. I mean, I've been saying it because I do have a job that says stay home, and if I'm working, I'm home. I don't really leave the house unless I have to go get some food. I've been trying to take this serious because I had it hit close to home. So it's personal now when it takes somebody who wasn't sick and they just all of a sudden sick and then they die. That hurts, and now you it hits you upside the head like, dang, maybe I should have stayed home for 14 days. I'm not saying 14 days don't work or what, but we at least have to try. But right now, it's not a consistent 14 days, and I feel like my thing, we need to shut the whole everything down and do what you were saying, what China did, spray, shut the whole all the cities down. I know, and not even 14 days, 7 days at least, and spray everything down. Go through all the cities, have the soldiers out, do this, do that. I feel like you have to do something saying, all right, let's quarantine for this many days, and then we're gonna try to open up the city slowly by slowly. What did you do to prevent it? Me standing in the house didn't prevent it. Somebody still thought it. It's still going. What are you gonna do? Like, I still haven't seen no solution. Quarantine is not the solution, but I feel like you should still follow it. But I feel like we gotta come up with something else too.
No, I agree. I would agree to that. Yeah, we gotta follow it to a T, or at least to a T, or at least try. But it's even hard, not to continue harping on the point, but it's hard because, like, for instance, I've been looking for masks and gloves everywhere, and we can't get them, like everywhere. But everybody else have them, and I'm not talking. I'm not. That's not a racial thing. I mean, like, black people got them, white other people got them. I don't know. I don't even know how they got it, but it's not anywhere I can go and buy. And the places that we are allowed to go, they don't have them in stock. So it's like, once again, you push me to this area to go and shop, and I don't even have the things I need to protect myself. So what am I supposed to do at this point? Like, I might as well. I think that's how the rest of us is feeling. Well, I might as well just continue to go outside because they don't care enough. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not coming fast enough. But I feel what you're saying. You got a point.
Yeah, and then you gotta find some resources. Black people are more are a resourceful race, because it is some things out there you can follow to create your own mask that is the same thing. The credibility is the same thing as the hospital mask. You can create your own, and we had some black people in our community that have created some masks and selling for like $5. You still got to make money because some people are out of work, so some people are coming with some hustles, and they fall into a T where it does work. So I mean, the masks are easy to make, but I mean, we just gotta be resourceful, and I think our race we can do that. We just gotta stop being hard headed. Black people want to still go out like today. I don't know what happened in your community, but we had so many fights in our community today alone. I'm like, how you fighting doing something like this? But black folks just just do what they do, man. They don't care.
Well, that's natural, man. They not reporting. Obviously, I haven't seen anything on the news besides coronavirus, which also that's a whole nother topic we could talk about. That's a whole nother episode. But that also lets you know what the agenda is, because like you said, if you seeing and y'all been having fights in your neck of the woods, and we not seeing it on the news or whatever, it lets you know what kind of agenda they have. But to your point, I want to kind of go off a little, not off a tangent, but like just add on to the people watching or commenting, or when you go back and you watch this episode, when you do get your stimulus check, because everybody's sudden we all getting our stimulus check sooner or later. I urge you not to spend it, because ain't no such thing as free in America, especially free money. Everything comes with a cost. So I don't believe that they just handing us this money and they letting us do whatever to stimulate the government, especially when we can't go anywhere to really spend it. You know what I'm saying? So I know people still have food stamps, so they still got that. So food is paying for food. I don't think that was the big issue. It was paying for your bills and your rent and stuff like that.
Yeah, they increased the food stamp money. The people who getting food stamps, they did increase on it.
Even more that it's not that you need money for food necessarily, not necessarily, but
Right.
It's more so. I would assume it was more so for your rent, to keep the housing market alive, to make sure your utilities. But then again, a lot of cities and states been shutting off the payments for utilities and things like that. Like, you don't need to. They was given a break. So I'm just thinking in the long run here that I've been hearing that this is an advance on our tax return, but that can't be true, because a lot of people won't even get that much in returns anyway, and they'll have to pay that money back if that's the case. You would have to pay the difference. But if you were getting $1,200 and more in tax returns, then that would hold true that it's an advance on your taxes, which is going to hurt in the long run because you didn't plan for this and you didn't ask for it. So.
I'm not really too sure on it. I can't really speak too much about it, but I've been listening to some of the people who do taxes around here, and they're saying that We're not going to have to pay it back. This is something that's been in the government for a long time. That if this happened, they'll give us money that we don't have to pay back. It won't affect our taxes for next year. So they're saying it really is free money. The thing, it just raised the question on, which I've been hearing about, why haven't black people got our money, what we've been asking for. Like they gave the Indians land the money. Why haven't black? Huh? Right.
Yeah, we ain't getting that now, especially.
Yeah, especially after this. You feel me?
This ended 80 talks about reparations in our lifetime. Period.
Right. Like this has said, all right, we don't gave y'all 1,200. Really, that's basically. Yeah, I think this probably was the way they just say, hey, this is how we can do it. I don't know, but I think we don't have to pay this money back. I'm not gonna say maybe I don't know, but I say we don't. In my opinion, I don't think we have.
I feel you. Hey man, to each his own. If it was me though, if I was y'all, I'm putting mine right in savings and I don't plan on touching it. I mean, everybody's not blessed to do that, and I'm not saying I am, but I'm trying my hardest to keep that money not being spent because I don't trust them.
But pay your bills though. A lot of folks, and you said it too, like you don't have nowhere else to go to spend $1,200. So don't go spending on crabs, because a lot of black folks gonna want them crabs. Look, pay them bills for real, or invest. You know what I'm saying? Like this money is something that you can't do. Like I was just thinking, like I can't even travel, go to a beach, or go party with my money. You can't do nothing with this money, but do something responsible. Unless you just go buy a whole bunch of crab legs. So,
which is what they want you to do. They want you to stimulate the economy. Hence the stimulus check. So either like you said, buy some stocks, shoot, put it back into your own investment, whatever you're trying to do in your own business. Start a foundation or something. I mean, I don't know if you can start a foundation with $1,200, but it's a lot of things you can do with $1,200 that a lot of people won't think of. Get a license in something. Do some online. Because we young and black, we ain't got no idea what's going on, or just because we young. Period. Nah, we got a lot of sense. We done been through a lot, so that's just my 2 cents.
yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Mike Bazell, Instagram, Mr. Ambitious 8821. You can find me on YouTube, Mr. Ambitious 88. Follow your boy.
As usual, and you can find me on your Facebook, Jerry the J. Same as well. It's with Instagram, Jerry the J. We also got we also got the Chitlin Circuit podcast. You can search that in YouTube. We got the YouTube up. We also have it on Instagram, the Chitlin Circuit podcast. So you can search that on Instagram as well if you want to follow. If you want to join in, be a part of the show, anything like that, please hit me up in my inbox and messenger, or go ahead and send me a text if you got my number or anything like that, or just post underneath the videos, man.
No problem, bro. Yes, sir.
The team up here, they definitely waiting on the next one with the girls, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna drop some more heat from y'all. Trust me, it's coming. Once again, Chillin' Circle Podcast. Peace out. Thank you.
All right, bro. I'm gonna get at you.
All right, bro.